Really disappointed in the way we played early in the game. Thought once we settled down on defense halfway through the second quarter, thought Phil did a good job and his staff settled the defense down. To hold that unit scoreless for that long, showed some promise. Offensively, had some opportunities to score some more points. Didn't quite make the plays, hurt ourselves. The play at the goal line obviously was a killer. The penalties on the last drive, obviously a killer. So disappointed. Credit to them. They're an 11-win team for a reason, and we had a chance to see it and see where we have to get to.
Let's go to Joe Person and then Scott Fowler.
Matt, I've got two real quick. Any update on Brian Burns' health?
He finished the game, so I don't know what exactly it is. He just kind of hobbled in here, so he was able to keep playing. It's usually one of the deals we have to kind of see him come in tomorrow and see where he's at, but I don't know much more other than that. I'm sorry.
And then about the promise your defense showed tonight, but Derek Brown gets his first 2 sacks. But besides that, what did you see, and how was Phil able to bottle up Aaron the last half of that game?
Well, I think the biggest thing that what we said to our guys is, like, they started playing football. We weren't playing football at first. Like, we're throwing the ball out on the perimeter and catching screens. They're running the ball down running the ball through us, and we're not tackling. And then I think our pride kind of kicked in, we played better after that. I thought we had a good feel for what they were going to do to our 3-down package. Thought we covered well. But we got off the field on 3rd down. I think they were 4-6 on 3rd down in the first half, and then obviously getting pressure, getting sacks, Derek getting sacks, Brian getting sacks. Those were all huge things. So I want to I think Phil did a great job of saying, hey, this is what they're doing. Let me go to this. But at the same time, I thought our players, as I said to them, like, you hate these losses if there's a message, it's like, when we just do what we're supposed to do, we're a pretty good team. So our defense just kind of settled down. They started tackling. I thought, I'm being long-winded here, Joe, but I thought one of the key things was our corners. Like, Troy went down, Sewell went in the game, and I thought our corners stepped up and tackled in the run game. They were cracking our safeties, and that was a huge difference. So I think we just kind of started to play better.
Matt, Melissa Stark said you on the broadcast that you told her at halftime you've asked Teddy from day one to never reach the ball out like that. I wonder if you could discuss that play a little more in that comment.
Yeah, and it's not Teddy, it's just our team. We don't reach the ball across the goal line until 4th down. It's just kind of a principle. We don't do it. We never do it. And Teddy talked to the team. He admitted, he said, I should have done that. I mean, get to the moment, you can't do new things. You're at Lambeau in December, facing a good team. You have to just trust yourself. I'm not talking just about Teddy, I'm talking about the whole team, but that play was emblematic. We talk about a dramatic shift. Had he done that on 4th down, I could live with it, right? But just not on 1st down, especially when I thought we ran the ball well when we did run it tonight. So, but yeah, that's a principle in our team of our team. We don't reach the ball across the goal line until 4th down.
Was that the play call though? Or did Teddy freelance that, or was that the call?
No, and just kind of go back. Teddy never. I mean, unless we give him some latitude. Like last week, I feel like the problem was on us. We gave him too much latitude. I mean, we had the ball down at the 6-inch line. Joe tried to call a tempo. We run the tempo on 4th and 1. He tried to call a tempo call and get us into get a quarterback sneak and get in the end zone. We felt like that was one of the good things we were going to do. Instead of running the sneak, though, instead of just running what we do in practice, he jumped over the top. Again, that's something I think you do on 4th down. You don't do that on 1st down.
Let's go to David Newton and then Elena Getzenberg.
Yeah, man, just to clarify that, it feels like you're saying that's not the call you would have liked there, that you would have preferred maybe to give it to Mike Davis or something else at that point. Is that correct? Or
no, sir. No, I'm saying Joe called it. Joe calls the plays for us. He called quarterback sneak. It's just that's not how we execute it. I mean, I'm anticipating if we run quarterback sneak, we wedge in, we push in there, like quarterback sneaks in the NFL right now are like 90%. They just kind of, you usually get to the yardage or score on. So it was 1st down, quarterback sneak, try to catch them. The referees held us because some of our guys started to run on the field and had to run back off when Joe went tempo. So the referees held us, but we should execute that play. I have no problem with the play call. It's 1st down. You run the sneak, you don't get in, you're at the 6-inch line. The next play we hand it off. I was not going to kick a field goal there. So we had 4 downs. So my issue is, really never about the play calls, it's the execution of the call. I expect every play can work if we do it right. Just, we don't reach the ball up over the goal line. Again, I hate to beat him up on just that one play, but because there's a lot of things today that weren't up to our standard across the board. But that play just can't happen.
Matt, I was wondering first, do you have any update on Troy Pride? I know he didn't come back in, but
I said his hip. They said he was down. They just never came back to me and said he was back up. So I don't know the extent of that. We just turned to Rasul and went from there.
and then can you go through your decision down 11 points to have Joey kick that field goal and then give the Packers the ball back just with over 2 minutes remaining?
Yeah, if you don't do that, then you have to win on the onside kick. If you're down 11 and you score either a touchdown or a field goal, but specifically a field goal, then with one timeout you can also use the 2 point. So I knew that we have a minute left, so we said, hey, we have to get a 3 and out, and I felt like a 3 and out for us would be better than a they call it an onside kick percentage. I think right now the onside kicks in the NFL like 5 to 7%. So that's how we said we would do it. We wanted to do that. It worked out perfectly. DJ hit that big run, because if he wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't have been able to do it. And luckily for us, then the other part of this, Joey has to be able to kick the ball through the end zone, right? If they return it, then you have to get the 3 and out. So we got the 3 and out. So that was our strategy. It worked out. Again, we wanted to have the ball. We had the ball at the 50-yard line with a minute left or whatever. And unfortunately, a holding call and then a grounding call put us back, kind of under duress.
Let's go back to Joe Person.
Matt, the pass rush tonight, 5 sacks. Is that sort of the promise that you were kind of referring to when you see, flashes from this team?
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers, right? he's destroying offenses in the passing game. I think for us to get sacks, and it's really the first time we got sacks with 4-man rush. Got some pressure, but got some 4-man rush sacks. We got them in key times, right? Knocked them out of field goal range. Got one at the end of the game. Got one at the end of the half. And then for it to be inside as well. So, as disappointing as we are when we lose, there's a lot of positives. But those players, that they got to continue to grow, continue to play better. I was happy to see them make some play.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.